Your kidneys keep working while you sleep, and what looks like a light fruit before bed can tell a different story depending on portion, minerals, sugar, and your body's needs. This is not about a miracle food, it is about context. You see, after you turn out the lights, your own personal, quiet filtration system just keeps right on going, balancing fluid, minerals, and waste. So what you eat in that last hour before bed, well, it either helps that delicate overnight recovery or it quietly works against it.
But before we get to the specific fruits, let's be crystal clear about something. We're doing a strict investigation here into the physiological context of how your body rests. We're going to look at the exact mechanisms happening inside your kidneys after dark, and exactly why just eating quote-unquote healthy isn't enough if you're not paying attention to portion size, minerals, sugar, and honestly, the unique context of your own biology.
Right up front, to fulfill the promise of why we're here, the standout options, backed by evidence, are tart cherries and blueberries. Yep, those are the ones. They actively support the kidneys, which is a huge contrast to the severe strain caused by your standard late-night snacks, like, say, salty crackers or a heavy bowl of ice cream. Tart cherries are this unique tool for uric acid reduction, and blueberries, they deliver incredibly clean antioxidants. We'll break down exactly how they do this in just a sec, but first, we really need to clear something up.
Section 1. The healthy fruit misconception.
Because, look, context is literally everything. When you stack up a fruit's sugar load against its potassium level, a really surprising picture starts to emerge. A piece of fruit, loaded with natural sugar or packed with high levels of potassium, that might work beautifully for you during an active, busy afternoon. But that exact same fruit can become the completely wrong tool when your body is just trying to power down for the night. To get why that is, we have to look closely at what actually happens when you sleep. Section 2, the nighttime dip.
So, in a healthy body, your blood pressure isn't actually meant to stay flat all day and all night. It naturally drops by about 10 to 20% while you're sleeping. This is a critical resting phase, and it's called nighttime dipping. And this brilliant little physiological process eases the workload on the million tiny filters, called nephrons, inside each of your kidneys. Think of it as their ultimate recovery window.
But when things go wrong and you don't get that natural drop in pressure, those tiny blood vessels face constant grinding. Imagine water just hammering through a garden hose that's turned up way, way too hard. That's high pressure. Now compound that with oxidative stress, which basically acts like a slow internal rusting inside your cells. Together, that high pressure and oxidative stress silently wear those vital kidney filters down over time.
Section 3. The bedtime heroes and targeted action.
This is exactly why blueberries and tart cherries may deserve your attention. Blueberries are incredible because they deliver these powerful pigments called anthocyanins. These guys step in to cool that internal rusting, and they do it without handing your kidneys a heavy potassium load right when they're trying to rest. And on the flip side, tart cherries do something almost no other fruit can do. They uniquely lower uric acid, which is a waste product that really strains those filters. Plus, tart cherries provide a natural source of melatonin, gently encouraging the deep sleep your body actually requires to achieve that proper nighttime dip in blood pressure. Now, there are other gentle nighttime options depending on what you need. Cranberries, for instance, contain a specific compound that shields the urinary tract from bacteria, which spares your kidneys from ascending stress. Strawberries provide hydrating low-sugar ellagic acid to cool inflammation. Apples, they offer soluble pectin to soothe the gut-kidney axis, actually stopping inflammation before it even reaches your bloodstream. And red grapes carry resveratrol right in their skin, which helps your blood vessels naturally relax. But hey, you've got to remember the golden rule of portion size here. For sweeter choices like those red grapes, or maybe some bromelain-rich pineapple if you're a fan of tropical fruit, a modest portion is absolutely mandatory. We're talking just 10 to 15 grapes or half a cup of sliced fruit. That's plenty. Anything more than that, and you risk a blood sugar spike that totally defeats the entire purpose of a restful night.
Section 4. The crucial exception of context and potassium.
Now, as an evidence-based explainer, we absolutely must address an essential medical exception. While citrus fruits like oranges provide a compound called citrate, which naturally defends against kidney stones, their high potassium content can be genuinely dangerous for certain people. See, for healthy kidneys, extra potassium is cleared easily, no problem at all. But for individuals with compromised kidneys or folks on specific blood pressure medications, that potassium just cannot be cleared properly. It can silently build up in the blood to dangerous levels overnight. And this is exactly why anyone actively managing their kidney health has to ask this specific question to a qualified medical professional. Is this high-potassium fruit safe with my current blood work? Only your own recent blood work and your own doctor can tell you if higher potassium fruits like oranges or bananas belong anywhere near your evening routine. It's a detail so many people overlook.
Section 5. A kidney-conscious routine.
For those cleared for these lighter fruits, adopting a supportive evening routine really comes down to the power of the swap. Take the case of an active woman named Eleanor. Her kidney filtration numbers were beginning to slip, primarily because she had a nightly habit of winding down with salty crackers or a big bowl of ice cream. But once she stopped overloading her filters at night and simply swapped those heavy snacks for a small bowl of berries, she successfully held her kidney numbers steady.
So, to protect your own nighttime dip, you can try 3 simple steps. First, officially close your kitchen earlier to give your body a break. Yep, no more midnight fridge raids. Second, choose a modest portion of a low-potassium fruit, like blueberries or an apple. And third, add a 10-minute walk after dinner. Moving your muscles gently like that helps naturally lower your blood pressure before your head even hits the pillow.
Oh, and if you prefer something you can sip, you can actually blend the safest elements into a really simple nighttime tonic. Try combining a quarter cup of blueberries, a few strawberries, a splash of unsweetened tart cherry juice for that uric acid benefit, some plain kefir to support the gut, and just a dash of cinnamon. It gives your quiet filtration system exactly the gentle antioxidant support it needs, completely skipping the heavy sugar load.
Section 6. The medical reality check. As we wrap up this explainer, we have to ground all this fascinating biology in strict medical reality. These nutritional swaps may be a lighter option that helps hold the line against everyday strain, but let's be totally clear, they absolutely do not heal, cleanse, or cure kidney disease. You are born with all the nephrons you will ever get. You literally cannot regrow lost kidney function. Diet is a foundation, absolutely, but it is not the whole house.
Dietary adjustments, like having a few berries before bed, are strictly meant for baseline mild support. If you ever experience swelling in your legs, foamy or bubbly urine, or pain in your back just below the ribs, those are immediate, serious warning signs. Those are not eat a piece of fruit problems. Those are seek professional medical care immediately problems.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. Your kidneys are working the night shift, quietly filtering your blood while you rest. Talk to your doctor about your specific context, ask what your recent blood work says about your potassium levels, and consider carefully, what environment are you providing your quiet filtration system as you turn out the lights tonight?